Hello, this is Pamela, the Stampin' Pink Rose, and this is technique for us on Wednesday. And yesterday, if you got my newsletter, you got the PDFs of a free card, and then you also got a card file where it is like a PDF, but it is all on the technique that we're going to be looking at today. And it involves the watercolor pencils, which are water-soluble binder type ink inside. So I'm going to show you how to do the card step by step, but we're not going to do the same card, but the same principle. So it's going to work the same way. So this is the card yesterday, okay? And I would highly recommend the minute you get this soaked down that you get it on your backing so it doesn't crinkle, because you're going to get it really wet. You could use watercolor paper if you so choose, but it also works on your regular cardstock. So this was from the stamp set Beautiful You, and it is a 2-part set. There is another one that goes with this. The one I used yesterday was the umbrella. And so I thought today we would use Remarkable You with the flower in it as a change. And it's going to have the same technique, the same principle. And so you can move it over to Beautiful You if you want to use it. You can do it Remarkable. But this is going to give you another idea. Okay. Now, you're going to need StazOn ink, and if you've got any questions about inks and so forth like that, then you need to go to my site under the Ideas and Tutorials, Stampin' 101. It explains all the different inks for you. So you can do that. So, alright, so now here's the StazOn, and the reason why we have to use StazOn is we need something that really can handle being wet and will not run. And this will not run. So now I'm going to ink this up, but real good. And I'm going to stamp it. And I already got a line on it, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. So I'm just going to go with it right now. I'm not going to worry on that whole thing. So now I'm going to show you colored pencils, and we're going to go through it. I didn't bring all of them out. Yesterday I used the Pacific Blue. I'll explain that one in a minute. I used the Bermuda Bay, which we're going to use today. And I used the Mellow Mambo a little bit up at the top here. Okay? Alright. So now, then when I went to do the skin, I started with the white pencil. Okay? And the names are right on the side here. I've got this upside down. This one right here says Whisper White. So I started with it, and then I lightly used Real Red. Not very much. You could use Mellow Mambo if you want to use it, but use it very, very, very lightly. And that will help get your skin tones. Okay, so now here we go. I am going to start coloring. I am going to use Bermuda Bay, and I want that same effect that we got yesterday on the other card. Okay, and I'm going to do both sides. Okay, you see how I've done that. Now I'm going to take Pacific Point, and I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to go up, and I want it erratic, and I'm going to get down here and where the petals are, and I'm going to go here too. And then remember yesterday I used the Mellow Mambo. I'm going to take, and we're going to see what it looks like. We're going to take some yellow, and I'm going to use some yellow, and there's a reason why I'm pulling the yellow. You'll see that in a minute. Okay. So now I have done that. So you've got it looking like this, and you're saying, looks like scribbles to me. Okay, So now our next move, and you want this really wet, you're going to take your Aqua Painter and you're going to go like this. Okay? And you're going to blend. Okay. Okay. And notice what I've done. Notice how it's blended the colors together. Okay. Now, I'm going to run down to my drying tool because you need to have this totally dry, and you could leave it lay out and do it that way, but I'm going to be right back. That didn't take but a second. I got it dry. So now we're going to figure out what colors we're going to use. And I'm going to play an experiment. You want to shade, and when you shade, you want a darker shade, and you want to just go up around. Okay? So I'm going to use this pencil, and this is Pacific Blue. And I'm just going up around the edges a little bit. And I'm going to leave the middle section, this oval, alone. And you'll find out why in a minute. Okay. And I kept most of the dark blue at the top and not at the bottom. Okay. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start coloring. And again, notice I've left the middle section alone. And there's a reason. And I forgot to bring out a paper towel, so I'm probably going to have to run and grab it. Because you'll need to wipe your Aqua Painter. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, now I'm going to move to the yellow that, remember, I put up above a tad, and I'm going to go around the edge, really heavy there, and then I'm going to go lighter in the middle, okay? And then I'm going to grab the old olive, and I'm just going to go right down the middle, okay? Okay, now I guess I do have a paper towel here. I didn't think I did. Okay. So now I've got that. Now I'm going to squeeze, and I'm going to start blending colors. You notice how it's running together? Okay. See how it's going? Can you see how? Okay. How it's going on your flower. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to clean up my Aqua pen, my Aqua Painter, and I'm going to go with the yellow. I'm going to do the same. And then I'm going to wipe, and I'm going to take this right down the center. And I probably should have used my narrower brush, but I didn't bring it out. Okay. Now it needs to dry, and I would really mount it if I was going to finish this out and mount it on some paper and get it mounted. But you're going to be careful when you tip it over because you're going to really mess it up. So I would just simply take a couple of my blocks like this. I don't have another one out here, but take another block, and I would just simply put them down like this and put another one up here at the top. And just do that so it dries, and it dries flat and doesn't crinkle like this one did. Okay? And do it that way. I want you to go play with these wonderful watercolor pencils and see what color combination you can come up with on one of the things. You could go grab the beautiful U and do that. And remember, you're shading right along where the lines are on your umbrella, the same as what I did on this one here, where I did it right along the edges. And I'm shading it, and then I'm coloring it in. And I'm doing the same with the dress. So I want you to go play with this. This is Pamela, your Stampin' Pink Rose, with a technique using the new watercolor pencils in the 2017 Occasions catalog. If you need any supplies, need a catalog, which you can get free from me by emailing me at Pamela at Stampin' Pink Rose, or you can go to my site, the Stampin' Pink Rose, where stampin' ideas are always in bloom, and watch for things. If you got questions about the ink, remember there's a tutorial on that under Stamping 101 under Ideas and Tutorials. You'll find other helpful ideas there. There's also a sketch area there too if you're short on ideas of how to create something. So I'm here if you have any questions. I'm hoping this gives you the desire to work with these watercolor pencils because I think they're phenomenal. And have a great day, and thanks for joining me.